All right, welcome back in. Well, a Northeast Mississippi couple says they are thankful to be back home after they took a trip to New Orleans to ring in 2025. Allie Martin talked with the newlyweds who recount their time of celebration in the French Quarter just before that deadly terror attack.
Forrest and Grace Timmons were married in September, and for their first New Year's Eve as husband and wife, Forrest wanted Grace to experience the Big Easy.
Grace had never been to New Orleans before, so really taking her to let her experience all of the bourbon, the French Quarter, and all that just to see what it's about.
These photos taken New Year's Eve in the French Quarter show the fun and festivities leading up to midnight.
We got to bourbon probably 9, 10 o'clock at night and spent a couple hours on bourbon, just at different bars, just going around seeing, just experiencing it all. And just after midnight, probably 12:30, we left bourbon and walked to the Caesars Casino and spent a couple hours there, probably till about 2:30. And I would say about 2:45 or so, we were both hungry. So I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk to Canal, try to find somewhere open at 2:45 in the morning to get us some food. And I actually got to Canal, walked down Canal for a little bit and was like, okay, it's 3 a.m. Nobody's open besides the bar. So I actually was on Canal and turned around about 3 o'clock and walked back to our hotel.
Moments later, a truck driven by 42-year-old Shamsun Din Jabbar plowed through the crowds on Bourbon Street, killing 14 and injuring more than 30. Forrest and Grace weren't aware of the attack until they started getting text messages from friends and loved ones.
Our phones were blowing up early that morning and we didn't know. I mean, we were half asleep. We didn't know what was going on. And we woke up to, a bunch of texts from our friends and family just asking if we were okay and, what had happened.
Forrest and Grace ventured back outside and saw a very different French Quarter.
Prior to what happened, New Orleans, everybody was in good spirits. Everybody was having a good time. And then after that, we had went kind of in the French Quarter area that day. And you could just tell, I mean, people, it was just an eerie kind of feeling being at the same place, where everything occurred just the night before, and the shift in people's mood.
Both Forrest and Grace say they appreciate law enforcement and first responders who are working the case, and they're looking forward to a return trip to New Orleans. They also say it's important to remember the victims.
Just praying for the victims and the families and everybody involved, just keeping them in our thoughts and prayers, and for healing and comfort the best they can, because I know a lot of the victims were people our age, very young people, so it's hard on the family for sure.
Telling your story in Tupelo, Allie Martin, WCBI News.